So the slow turning wheels that do turn are turning now for my man Botham Shimjeen. And the article is at MSN coming through CNN, and it's Dallas officer who shot man in his own apartment indicted. One moment. Amber Guyger is charged with killing Botham Shimjeen on September 6, 2018, this year. A police officer who claims she killed a Dallas man in his own apartment in the mistaken belief that he was in her home has been indicted on a murder charge, according to a clerk with the Dallas County Court. The court's Friday showed both a manslaughter and murder charge entered in her file, but the clerk confirmed that the murder charge is the one prosecutors are moving forward on. The indictment of Amber Guyger has come more than 2 months after she was arrested in the shooting death of Botham Shimjeen at the Dallas apartment complex where both lived, a killing that sparked days of protest. Guyger, who was arrested and fired from her job as a Dallas police officer after the September shooting, initially faced a charge of manslaughter, but Dallas County District Attorney Faith Johnston has said a grand jury could issue a stiffer charge. Botham Jean's family has wanted Guyger to be indicted for murder. Their attorney Darrell Washington told CNN. Guyger, who was white, was off duty when she encountered Jean, a 26-year-old unarmed black man, in his apartment on September 6, police said. Still in her uniform, Guyger parked her car in the complex and walked to what she believed was her apartment, according to an arrest warrant affidavit. The door was slightly ajar when she tries to use her key, which has an electronic chip. When she opened the door, she saw the interior was completely completely dark, according to the affidavit. She described seeing a large silhouette and believing there was an intruder in her apartment. She drew her firearm. She issued several verbal commands, but Jean, being in his own home, did not heed them, and Guyger fired 2 shots, hitting him once in the torso, the affidavit said. Guyger, a 4-year veteran, entered the apartment, called 911, and started administering first aid to Jean. Wow, this shit is crazy. She turned on the lights while on the phone with 911, and only when asked for her address did she realize she was in the wrong apartment, she told police. Jean died at a hospital. Guyger was arrested on September 9th on suspicion of manslaughter and was released from the Kaufman County Jail after posting a $300,000 bond. The Dallas Police Department fired Guyger during September 24 hearing, the police chief said. So during a hearing on the 24th of September, she got fired. The shooting sparked days of protest. Police deployed pepper balls on demonstrators. A week after the shooting, protesters, angry with the lack of public information in the case, interrupted a city council meeting to demand accountability and more police oversight in general. Jean's parents filed a lawsuit in federal court against Guyger and the city last month, alleging Guyger used excessive force. There's a correction. An earlier version of this article said that Guyger was indicted on a charge of manslaughter. The officer has been indicted on a murder charge. The headline and article has been updated to reflect this change. As I told y'all, I will contend. I believe that there was something intimate going on. I believe in the course of this investigation, if there is true transparency, this may come forward. Until then, the slow wheels have started to turn, and I am so glad.